Before we get into this case of Taken identity, we're going to talk about the Zombies. They were a band from London back in 1961. They formed. They were actually still in school when they got together and put this band together. The first name they chose was actually the Mustangs, but unfortunately that name was already taken by another band, so they ended up going with the Zombies. Some of the greatest songs that the Zombies did release were She's Not There, which actually reached number 2 on the US charts. Also Tell Her No, which I believe reached number 6 on the US charts. And then there was Time of the Season, which actually became a hit after the band separated, which leads into the case of Taken identity. The fact that they had disbanded prior to this song becoming a hit did not stop Delta Productions from trying to meet that demand. They're the ones who put together these fake zombie bands, but this was not the first time. There was other bands they've done this with, the Animals, the Archies, because there was no internet and there was no mass media, so most people had no clue what these singers, band members looked like. It all goes back to video killed the radio star, because prior to music videos and the internet and being able to, magazines with, in the 80s, just mass amount of rock stars packed into these magazines. I was a hoarder of those magazines, so I do know. Turns out that the Zombies, they actually broke up around 68 before the song Time of the Seasons hit it big in the US. So now they have a hit song in the US and they have already disbanded. Well, Delta Productions was not going to take a loss on that. So Delta Productions, they actually went and they put 2 fake zombie bands together. One coming out of Michigan and one coming out of Texas. The one out of Michigan, the look, the sound, everything really, they could fool people, because you got to remember. So most people did not know what the Zombies looked like. But Delta Productions decided they were still going to make money on this. Now, again, the Michigan band, right on point. Right on point. But the Texas band, well, they didn't do as well. They'd perform 1, maybe 2 of the zombie songs, and then they'd do their own stuff. People start questioning. Now, obviously, when this first happened, you gotta remember, the real band had disbarred, but they were in, London. They weren't out here in the US where these fake bands were being put together and sent out on tour. But Chris White, the bassist from the original Zombies, he investigated the situation when he heard rumors about the fake band, even recording a phone call with the fake band's manager. White spoke to Rolling Stone magazine for an article, and he hated to see the band's reputation suffer because these fake bands were not performing to standard. Now, some of you may have heard this story before, so you know kind of where we're leading. So the main part of this story that we're heading to anyways is the fake zombie band from Texas, the one that did not do so well. When the fake band from Texas disbarred, 2 of their members ended up joining up with Billy Gibbons, who was in another band at the time that disbarred. They came together and they formed which iconic band? So, do we have any guesses out there? Do you know who the 2 guys are that joined up with Billy Gibbons? Frank Beard and Dusty Hill. And together they made which band? That's right. If you had guessed ZZ Top, you were correct. 2 members of ZZ Top were part of the fake Zombies out of Texas. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
All of my days, no escape, completely soul destroying.